Hi guys, welcome to the ISO Builder here. If you are on ArcoLinux at the University of ArcoLinux, you know that there is something called as a way of learning and learning path, right? And of course you start at the very beginning, but there is this idea that you can learn over years, like a university normally is, right? You go to the university for years and then you know your stuff. At some point in time, I told, was it yesterday or before that, that we have the possibility to build your own ISO. There can never be a discussion about, hey, you don't have this or you don't have that or whatever, right? Because, well, first of all, you remove anything you like, if you don't like, better, right? Or you add stuff, and adding stuff is done in my case with ArcoLinux Nemesis. This is what I do after probably any distro that I touch or install. I know I keep it. I will install more stuff. I want to remove stuff and I want to install stuff. But I told somebody online, said, look, at ArcoLinux we give you the possibility to build your own ISO. So whatever you think you're missing or whatever you think you don't want, all you need to do is compare. And if you say, I would like to have something like, and it's not there yet, right? But from scratch, have an ISO that contains XFCE and Leftwm, that would be my choice of today, then you can just simply make it. So this article is not about making an ISO. Yes, the end result will be an ISO, but it's gonna be in here. It's a tutorial how to create a bare ArcoLinuxB plasma, how to add more desktops to ArcoLinuxB extended Leftwm, how to create ArcoLinuxB ISO, include XXS to dusk, etc. How to create plasma with DWM. I mean, it's just what ifs. What if I combined, let's go for it. What if I combined the things that are on ArcoLinuxXL? There are things in here that I like. Control C. Right, let's go to the desktop. So, git clone, Control Shift V. Not double. So git clone is double, right? You see it at the bottom there. Just one is enough. And then we go for 9, is it? Okay, so the XL is the extra large and the XS is the small, right? So these guys might be interesting as well, because you see then what is a full-blown desktop with all kinds of applications and what's not. So Control Shift V. And the other one I want to combine is, was it here? Is the Leftwm. Control Find Leftwm. So it's just a URL. I could just easily have changed it. It's always the same thing, right? Arco Plasma, Arco Spectre WM, Arco Leftwm. Number 2. Okay. Control Shift V, my mistake. So we got these 3. We can first maybe combine these 2 guys and say, look, XL has a lot. XS has nothing. I mean, it doesn't even have a browser. So let's compare first. Compare between the packages. You go for the packages x86, and then you decide, I do want to have Atom and Chromium. I do want to have Firefox, calculator. Well, yeah, sometimes we need the calculator. GIMP, maybe not your thing, and Inkscape, maybe not your thing. I do like Melt, Praga, QuickTorrent. No, I'll install it later on if I need it. Simple screen recorder, VLC, sure. And with this reasoning, of course, you got to know something about your applications. Discord I want to have, right? For PDFs, time to time I do need PDFs. GNOME screenshot, not really necessary. I often use the flame shot, so rather have that one available. JPEG, GTOP, I can live without all of these. And that's up to you, right? Decide what you want to have. Nomax, I kind of love it. I'm always busy with images. Telegram desktop, I need to speak to you guys. Okay. Vivaldi, well, I can live without Vivaldi. Or not. So it's on there. It's just a deleting of a hashtag and suddenly it's on the ISO. Simple as that. Don't need Numix. If I'll build ISOs with the scripts, Arch ISO will be installed. Do like it had been. Numix and all that. Peak, Python, Pywall. Wow. Python Pywall is nice, right? Okay, fine. The Platinum Searcher bin is in. So that's AG to search something. The editor, come on. Sublime Text 4 is in. To know the weather, fine. Arc themes, wow. I do like the Candy Beauty icons. I want to have those. Now ArcoLinux logout does not exist anymore. It's ArcoLinux logout git. Sorry, this is the logo, and that's the logout. Okay, fine. Blank in themes. Calamaris. And then you decide which one are we gonna work, right? In my case, I've decided already. It's XS. That will be my proper ISO. And as you see here, it's just XFC4 and XFC4 goodies, which means Parole will be installed, which I don't like, and Ristretto, we don't want that either, but okay, everything will be installed. It's the package, it's the group that will be installed. Not that bad. And then we save. So this is how you do it, right? File per file. Have a look at this maybe. Mirror list. There's a new world light mirror list that's new. Okay, fine, you're in. And devrel ArcoLinux XS. You can give it another name. I don't think. No, just keep it. Otherwise, some of the things will probably be strange. Profile dev. Let's keep everything as is. Voila. So what I've done is a mix. Until now, I have added more stuff to the ArcoLinux XS. I can stop right here. But what if I wanted to have XFCE and Leftwm? You compare again. Now there is something to check out. Let's see. So here is Arch ISO and here is Arch ISO. The difference being that we will have to watch. Okay, I got it. Yeah. So Super F5, the guy at the file comparison, and Super F. This guy is a complete setup. The other one is empty, right? Just empty. So the only thing that's here to build the ISO of ArcoLinux Leftwm is that particular file. That's it. That's it. And all the rest is coming from ArcoLinux XL. But the packages are, the file is changed, right? That's it. So this one there. Fine. Let's have a look. Compare. So what's the difference between the XS and Leftwm? Well, some applications, but mostly control find Leftwm. I need to have Leftwm as the configuration file, well, folder package, and then control F. Next, ArcoLinux config Leftwm we don't need. We have the ArcoLinux config all desktops. We'll see what it does. It's just some configurations, not the configuration of Leftwm at all. We keep him telling us it's gonna be the ArcoCalamaris config XS, You can't have two column RSs, right? No, just the one. And then for the rest, PyChem is needed. Sure. So what does Leftwm need? It needs PyChem. We need the volume icon. Sure. What needs? It needs experience. It needs exo tuner and all that. But this is part of XFCE4 goodies, so it's gonna be on the system. And all this mumbo jumbo, which means all of that. But I can't click here, otherwise I'll delete my packages. I need that one as well. So all of that, Control C, voila. This is what I need to have Leftwm and XFCE, starting with XS, getting what I like from XL, and then scrolling back up. Did I forget anything? So Thunar and all that, this is the bit that will be installed, all of it, because of the group thing that we have. And that's okay. Volume icon. Yes, so the volume application is there, but not the setting. So sure, set that one. Rofi, not fan of Rofi, so it's a choice. Polybar, it's a Leftwm, but actually it's there more as a reference. The polybar is inside Leftwm, but you can go and have a look and copy paste some modules over, so that's not that bad. How to set wallpapers on Leftwm. Logout themes are beautiful, sure, why not? And then, the ArcoLinux GTK, ArcoLinux Candy Beauty, that's a choice, right? I rather have in Leftwm the ArcoLinux Candy Beauty Git icons. So yes, go install that one. Don't get this setting for GTK 3. Faces, that's okay. I'm not a fan of conkeys, PyConkeys. They're out. Maybe you can delete the conkey altogether. The application then, that's the conkeys. I'll be building ISOs, yes, no, right? Mass fonts. Let's scroll. I'm a bit quick now, but I want to go for Conky somewhere. Control find Conky. Conky Lua Archers is installed. As I just decided not to install Conkeys, don't need them, then I don't need the application at all. And with this approach, you build the ISO, and then you say, I'm missing this. And then you go and add it to the list again. With the hashtag gone, it's on the ISO. I keep on improving your personal ISO. Your personal ISO. That's possible on ArcoLinux. Voila. Now it's only a matter of trying, right? So this is what we have. These are our proper personal thing. And you just run it like any ISO that we've built yesterday. 41 ISOs. 31 ISOs, sorry. Let's see. If we forgot something, if it conflicts with something, then it will tell it to us in these 4 lines, the keys, the package integrity, third one, fourth one, and this is the last one. Voila, all done. So basically we're building an XFCE with Leftwm, but hey guys, Ctrl-Alt-E, is it necessary to make all that? Well, if it's just about getting Leftwm on any of our systems, it's just about choosing whatever you like and install it, and that's it, right? It's maybe less work, but this is nearing perfection in the sense that it's your ISO, your build, you choose every single Lego block that's on Arch, that's on the Arco repositories, and you put it on the ISO and you burn it, you keep it around. And if you say, okay, I need to reinstall, then it's your ISO that you're gonna reinstall. And you can make this perfect every single time you boot up. Forgot to add this, don't need that, don't need that. You learn at every installation. All right, we're not gonna wait. Let's pause the video here. That's for one, and maybe install it and have a look. So by default, it will think it's XFCE. You log out, you log in, you choose there Leftwm, and in SDM, so Ctrl-Alt-E. If you go to the ArcoLinux tool, the tweak tool, we go for SDM by default. So you say SDM, click, choose Leftwm as desktop session to log into, save, and done. And next time around it will be Leftwm. And if you want to, you can go from time to time to XFCE. All right, let's pause here. Have some fun with the installation later. All right, it finished some minutes ago, I guess. And we have here the out folder. So ArcoLinux out, where are you? Here he is. And this is what we have, 2.6. It's your choice, never mind, right? Control find Vivaldi. It's on there. What did we choose as well? Atom. It's on there. What did we forget? Oh my God, I wanted to have this morning, somebody wanted to have Visual Studio with the marketplace, right? Oh, I forgot to add that. Go back, go back, go back. Nope, yeah, go back. So we're on the desktop, remember, Arch ISO, and we have the packages here. We open it up and we look for Visual Studio. Visual, nothing there. Find, nothing. At the bottom, scroll down at the bottom, and then you go for Ctrl-T, sudo pacman -s, visual something, visual something. This is the exact name that I need to have. Ctrl-Shift-C, Ctrl-V. Save. When I build it next time, it will be on there, right? Add stuff to it, as long as it's coming from the idea of pacman, sudo pacman -s. You can't add package builds, right? AUR stuff. It needs to come from our repo or from the ArcoLinux repo. That said, yeah, I wanted also to stress that in the beginning, in the very beginning, you keep off unless you know what you're doing. It says Arch ISO. You still don't know what Arch ISO is. You just keep off everything that's until here. Arch ISO extra, keep off. Xorg, keep off. Video stuff, keep off. And all the hardware video things, keep off. Unless you know you need Optimus Manager by default. I know, right? But it starts to be interesting without any danger at all if you know the application. That's here. So 276 software from ArcoLinux repositories. Here you recognize things. Here you know things. Okay. All right, fine. This is okay. But up there, just maybe in the beginning until you know your stuff. Keep off. Super F7. I have tested and built all the ArcoLinuxB ISOs, and all of them are now working with the ArcoLinux tweak tool and the ArcoLinux logout. So all the configs are okay. And let's do our, I don't know, XS Leftwm thing, like so. Move it at the top, more at the top. Where did I move it to now? Here you are. So it's in here. I moved it inside a new group, something like that. Anyway, doesn't matter. Choose. I'm gonna delete it anyway. I'm not gonna put this config online. It is an exercise, right? You do exactly the same steps I do, and you get an ArcoLinux out, an XS with 3, 4, 5 GB. Who cares? It's your ISO, just for you. Let's see how it looks. Well, let's get the installations going and then look how it is. I always go for easy installation, never for this one. Easy installation always works. The other one is dependent on so many things. So many variables we don't have control over. Like your internet connection. The speed of it. Stability of it. Well, off it goes. Bye bye. Quit. Let's have a look what we have already. So this is already the XS Leftwm. The only thing we look at is, of course, XFCE. So we've changed our name, ArcoLinux Tweak Tool. Let's have a look. Accessories, the ArcoLinux Better lock screen there. Atom is installed. Okay. I see I have to get rid of the ArcoLinux ConkyZen. I will not be using conkeys. I can easily remove this package. Right? And this is how you make things perfect. I say, okay, forgot that one. Okay, cool. Atom is here, Git ahead, melt Sublime Text, I'm a happy man. Next time Visual Studio will be there, then I'll be happier. Graphics, no GIMP, no Inkscape, but I do have something to do. So this is coming from XFCE for goodies, I think. Internet, I have 3 browsers. That's the right amount of browsers. Or not. Decide. Don't really like Parole, but it's in there because of the group package. No Office yet. I could have added LibreOffice or WPS Office, which makes the ISO a bit bigger. But who cares? This is your thing. Ctrl-T, XD. Leftwm is installed. The only thing I need to do is wait for the installation, reboot, log into XFCE, log out of XFCE, log into Leftwm, and then you're convinced as well that there is Leftwm on my system. All right, let's wait. Pausing. While we're waiting, Ctrl V. Let's use the time to go to number 9. Nope. Number 1. Nope. Number 2. Yes, but did we close it? I think we did. So we go back to the desktop. We don't need any of this anymore. No, in a sense we don't. So this is your thing. Arch ISO, packages. We've added Visual Studio Code. At the very bottom, where are these conky things? Here, conky, find, okay, and there is one that you should know, right? That's true. So there is an ArcoLinux package that provides these ConkyZen things, and that's the one I'm gonna look for. The ArcoLinux Conky collection. It's pipe something. It's here. The pipe menus. If I remove this one, then the ConkyZen will not be there as well. So that's something you need to know. How do you know these things? Analyze. Open up PAMAC if you want to. Doing too much work. And you can look for packages and see what's in there. ArcoLinux, and then pipe something. What was it? ArcoLinux pipe menu with double C. Not gonna work. Files, and then you see the names Conky Zen. So this is a reference for those who are interested to Arch Merge, right? At some point in time we changed from Arch Labs to Arch Merge to ArcoLinux, and I kept these links in as memory, down memory lane. Where are we? Number 1, number 2, number 2. He's finished. Yay! Let's have a look. So restart now. Done. Next time around, the Conky Zen will not be there, and that's how you perfect these ISOs. That's the message I want to give. First, it will fail, then it will fail, then you finally figured it out, and then you add some, you move some, remove some, and in the end, it is your ISO. So sure, and you log out because you want to go to Leftwm, XFCE, Leftwm, login, and you've got yourself Leftwm. Control T, Super Shift Enter. If you start removing Alacrity, yeah, then the terminal will not work, right? And Super T, if you start removing our URXVT here, then it won't work. So it's all about these key bindings. Super F1, this one is Firefox. Super F2, nothing happens. Super F3 is 2. That's just still Super F2 that comes up. Super F3 is GIMP, did not install it. Super F4 is Inkscape, which is vice versa. Super F5 is Melt, we've got that installed. Super F6 is VLC, we've got that installed. That's how it works. You don't install it. Super F7, that's VirtualBox, it won't launch, as simple as that. But then again, you don't need it, right? Because you made the decision not to install it. So you'll never press the keyboard shortcut. Super X, our nice look system. And maybe it's interesting to tell you that we've changed the log application. There was text, there was text coming with some strange text. We've got rid of that, the strange text in the beginning, and at the end the /n. And now it's super nice. Voila. Again, a possibility to say, look, let's make a proper ISO for myself. I'm in control. I decide what goes on there. Desktop wise, application wise, it's all up to me. I get the knowledge from ArcoLinuxB.com, the website, learning path, get started. Lots of things, and this tutorial will go in here. How to create an ArcoLinux XS Leftwm, we'll call it, right? And it's all about decision making and getting more and more knowledge of all these what I call Lego blocks, which is Arch ISO, which is Firefox, which is so many Lego blocks you can decide to install from Arch or from Endeavour OS or from Garuda or from ArcoLinux. It's all about these repos. If you've got access to them, you can include them as well. All right, have fun building your own ISO. Cheers.